Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to do a quick tutorial on the replay buffer inside OBS Studio as well as Streamlabs OBS. All right, so what is the replay buffer? Let's go ahead and get that out of the way first, and then we will get into how to actually set it up and use it. All right, so the replay buffer is basically, it allows you to clip parts of your stream just like you would on Twitch TV, for example. However, you can save them at a much higher quality than you would be if you were to, be streaming at 6,000 kilobytes per second on Twitch, and then, clip it from Twitch and then download it off of Twitch's servers and, take it into your program, do all the editing and everything. At that, you're then limited at that quality, at that compression that Twitch does to your videos and all of that. The replay buffer allows you to bypass all of that. It allows you to hit a key on your keyboard, a hotkey that you set up, and then instantly save a 30-second, 60-second, 15-second, whatever second that you set inside OBS. It allows you to save that clip, that specific length of the past 15, 30, 60 seconds to your hard drive in that full resolution with no compression. All right, so let's go ahead and roll the intro, and then I'll show you guys exactly how I have it set up for my stream. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and jump in and show you guys exactly how to set up replay buffer if you don't know how. Again, super quick tutorial. But the first thing you're going to want to do, and just a reminder, this does work in Streamlabs OBS, and it works pretty much exactly the same, is you want to open up these settings for OBS. So the first thing you're going to want to do is click on your Output tab, and if you're in Output mode Simple, you're going to need to switch it to Advanced. And you'll see you now have 4 different tabs: Streaming, Recording, Audio, and Replay Buffer. Replay buffer is exactly what we want. So you're going to check this box that says enable replay buffer right here. And when you do that, you can then set the maximum replay time. I don't know why it says maximum, because it doesn't, magically choose a time. It'll be whatever you set this number to be. So for example, if you want to hit a button on your keyboard and capture 15-second clips, you'd put in, 15 seconds. 30, 60, whatever you want it to be. If you want to do 5 minutes, you can do that. The one thing to note is that the higher you have it, you can see right below the box here, you have estimated memory usage because it keeps this, the last 60 seconds of this video file in your memory, and then when you hit the button, it saves it to the hard drive. So the higher the number is, the more memory it's going to use to keep this video file in your memory. So for example, at 15 seconds, it says estimated 20 megabytes. At 60, it says estimated 82 megabytes. In my system, I have 64 gigabytes, so that's no issue for me, really. Once you have that set, you're going to want to hit apply, and then there's a couple more things we want to do to make sure that we're, got everything set up exactly how we want it. First things first, you'll notice that there is no kind of settings for this clip in terms of bitrate or quality. And that is because what the replay buffer uses for its settings is actually whatever you have set up for your recordings. So you'll want to go to your recording tab and make sure you have set up down here exactly what resolution and what bit rate and quality and everything that you want to use. I have a whole video separately on the best recording settings, so we're not going into that. I just wanted to point out that your replay buffer uses the settings from your recording tab, and that includes even your recording format, your audio tracks, all of that. So just make sure you set everything under your recording tab. The next thing that you want to do is go to your general tab. And again, this is the same in Streamlabs OBS, and you want to make sure that you have checked automatically start replay buffer when streaming. You don't have to do this, but what it does is when you hit start streaming or a hotkey on your keyboard that starts you streaming, it'll automatically start the replay buffer as well. You can manually hit start streaming and then manually hit start replay buffer, but I just found it to be easiest if you just have it start automatically. And also if you're recording, you can select automatically record when streaming if you're trying to record your whole stream onto your hard drive as well. And then last but not least, the replay buffer's cool and all, but you really don't want to have to hit the button manually to actually save that clip. So for example, on my setup under the hotkeys, if we go down to the replay buffer, you can see that I have set it to be my on my number pad on my keyboard, the 0 key. So this is separate than the 0 key on the, above your letters on the main part of your keyboard. So you can see it says num0 when you hit it, versus if I just hit 0 on my keyboard. So I use num0 as I don't typically use my number pad while I'm gaming. And I just found that my number pad basically works like a mini Stream Deck without actually having to have a mini Stream Deck or anything. If you do have a Stream Deck, you could set this to be a button on your Stream Deck or whatever the case may be. You could set it to anything that you want. But for me, like I said, using the number pad, I also use it to switch between my different scenes and stuff. It just works out well for me and is basically, that's not being used in most games and stuff. So it's basically, a mini Stream Deck in hiding on most people's keyboard. So quick tip for you there. All right, and that's it. So once you have that set, you're just going to, again, apply everything, hit the OK button, and then you're good to go. And then whenever you hit, you hit your start streaming button or hit whatever hotkey you might have set up to start your stream, your replay buffer will start automatically. It'll use the same quality settings as your recording tab, and you'll have the hotkey set up so that when you're gaming, something funny happens. Bam, you hit that number pad 0 or whatever hotkey you set up, and boom, you've instantly saved a whatever second you set clip to your hard drive that you can then edit later and upload to your social media website of your choice. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like I said, super quick tutorial, but I had a couple people ask me about it when I have mentioned it on stream, so I just thought it would be a fun, quick little one to do. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. If you like videos like this related to streaming, OBS, gaming, make sure you get subscribed. Hit the red subscribe button below. Ring the bell next to it to be notified when I post new videos. Smash that like button if this video helped you out. That helps me out tremendously. And I will see you guys in the next one. Until then, peace out, everybody.